Welcome back, everyone. My name is Chris, and I am the Algo Trader here on TikTok. And today's recap of the NASDAQ 100 futures, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually putting PredictMO, this tool right here at the bottom, in the spotlight and only PredictMO. And why are we doing that? Because today's market was textbook cyclic, and it gave PredictMO the perfect environment to showcase what it does best, and that's catch the turns before they happen. Now, the first half of the morning, guys, it was nothing but back and forth cycles all morning longs. A lot of fake outs. And this is the type of environment where most traders get chopped up and spit out. But if you had PredictMO on your screen, you weren't reacting, you were ready. Now, typically, we normally begin these sessions by reviewing the last 30 minutes of the previous session, because that's where the DNA for the morning's open is buried. But if you're already running Simo Pro, then you already know what the market was setting up to do this morning. So today, we're jumping straight into the action. So from the open all the way till about 11:45, we're going to let PredictMO run solo. No sidekicks, no crutches, just this machine learning algorithm designed to look 2 bars ahead, showing you exactly how to navigate the chaos, okay? You're going to see the real-time rhythm of the market and how PredictMO doesn't chase candles, it predicts them, all right? So without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump right in and get this bad boy going, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And guys, I will be pausing this as I go along to kind of break it down and give you a little color on what's going on, right? So let's do it. Now, PredictMO is composed of 2 signals. You've got a wave, which is you've got the wave line, which represents price, and you've got the predictor, which is the orange line, and that's what we're looking for right there.
Order filled.
Okay, that is a short signal to the downside. Now look at this, guys. The price is all the way down here in the exhaustion zone already, okay? You've got the first rotation of the predictor, which is right above the 0 line right there. And we still don't have confirmation that exhaustion is completed itself going down. So we're going to hold on to this to see if there's any more juice in the lemon as price continues to move. And I promise I'll get to all your questions, guys, after I'm done with the demo here. Okay, so it looks like price is really getting exhausted right here. It's not yet at the inflection point. Let's see if this bad boy comes down for maybe perhaps one more rotation to the downside. Okay, it looks like it might right there. It's pretty close to the 0 line, which is great. And you're right here already at the inflection point, guys, which it's telling you you are pretty darn close to the end right here, okay? The moment that this predictor comes up and crosses above this green line, since it's already here inside the gray zone, this is it right there. Okay?
Order filled.
That's where you take the trade off, right there. Okay, you're inside that gray zone. That's where you pull the trade off, and that is the end of that downside move. Not bad. Okay, that
Order
right there
filled.
will be a trade to the upside, and we're taking that to the upside because you got the predictor that just crossed above the 0 line. This bad boy's going up too. Let's see where it goes. Now, the moment it crosses with the green line, since it's inside this gray box, that's where you're going to pull the trigger to get out of the trade, okay? Right there. See right there, right when it crossed? Okay, that's where you'd sell.
Order filled.
And get out. So that was actually a really decent trade right there for a nice clip. Nice little scalp to the upside. Really nice. That was from 66 to 83. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, now notice what happened here at the outset. Price went into trend mode. This was a little trend right here. The VWAP turned red, and as soon as price rolled back into our dynamic VWAP, the VWAP turned orange. This is telling you that the market is cycling, and you can see it printed on the upper left quadrant of the chart. It tells you that the market's cycling. So there's no confusion in your process, okay? You're inside the 15-bar VWAP right here, guys. A lot of trades that originate inside this 15-bar VWAP typically don't have a lot of meat on the bone to them. And you have to be very careful when executing trades inside this 15-bar VWAP so that you don't get caught in these quick little reversals that just go up and come right back down. Notice how price hit the top of this 15-bar VWAP right there? And that was the end of that move. Now, mind you, I am replaying this at 10 times the speed of the market, so it moved quite quick. But still, in standard normal market speed, guys, if you saw price hit the top of this VWAP, you are done. There is nothing that's going to happen with price. It is not going to go anywhere.
Order filled.
Let me just give you an example right here. You're inside the 15-bar VWAP right here. Let's see if this actually moves. We're taking this because you've got a little crossing going up right there. Let's see if there's any huff and puff. And if it breaks, awesome. That might go up. But you've also got the 80-bar VWAP right there. And you guys know that whenever it hits the 80-bar VWAP, that's it, guys. It's game over. So I'm going to keep my finger on the sell button. So when you actually do get the crossing here, you will blow out of the trade. That is it right there, guys. That's where you blow out of the trade.
Order filled.
You are done. And that was another very successful trade there as well. Price just kind of broke up a little bit. We took the trade. It hit the 80-bar VWAP, and you are essentially done with that move. Price either breaks, you know the rule, okay? There's only two outcomes when it hits the 80-bar VWAP. It either breaks or it bounces. So those are your two outcomes of what potentially can happen when price hits this 80-bar VWAP. That's where I got out right there. Alrighty, now you're going back into the 15-bar VWAP, which is a typically an area of a lot of noise. And look what just happened again, guys. Going back to this example, we broke out a little bit right here from the 15-bar VWAP. I took the trade. We got out right here, smack daddy, the moment it hit at the 80-bar VWAP, which is exactly the same level where it's actually the same point with the orange line crossed below zero right there. So you can't go bad with that trade right there. Now you're inside that 15-bar VWAP right there, and you guys know that this is noisy. It hits, it bounces, does all kinds of funny stuff in there. And any trades that typically originate inside the 15-bar VWAP tend to be very short-lived. Now we got price below the zero line right here, okay? And you have price also right here at the base of the 15-bar VWAP.
Order filled.
Let's see if there's any meat and potato on this trade going down. It looks like a super tight trade right there. The moment that the orange line crosses above, okay, that's it right there.
Order
It's
filled.
not going to be a lot. That was like a $60 clip. And you see how fast the algorithm responded to that? I mean, that was extremely, extremely fast right there.
Order filled.
Take that to the long side right there. Bingo. Oh, and that is it right there, guys.
Order filled.
$280 clip, okay? You saw how fast the algorithm actually crossed over the price line? That is pretty much it for you right there.
Order filled.
Looks like a sell entry to me right there, and that's because price is coming down right there, and you've got the predictor also going down as well. Now, if this stays inside the gray box, your exit is going to be right when the orange line crosses with the predictor, which is pretty much right there, okay? See if there's any rotation in price right there. There is a little bit more, and
order filled
right there. Not a bad trade right there as well, from 94 all the way to 77. And price is all the way down here, guys. Whenever it's down here, that means that you're probably going to get a slinky trade to the upside. Just waiting for the predictor to cross above zero, and that
order
is
filled.
a clean buy signal right there for you. Bingo. Okay. Now you've got the price line going outside the channel right there. So I'm going to wait for the predictor to actually cross. So it actually did cross right there. So this wouldn't be a bad area to take the
order
trade
filled
off right there. Okay. Bingo. Okay. Perfect area right there to take that trade off. And this trade appears to have just broken up above the 80-bar VWAP right there, and it's okay. If we get a second rotation, we might be able to take that and grab a little bit more on the upside, but right now, you're not getting that rotation here. You see that? And this is exactly what PredictMO does, guys, okay? It's predicting that price is going to turn 2 bars in advance. So you got you out right here, and this is 1, 2, and price finally turns. You're right here at this 80-bar VWAP, guys, and it'd be nice if we can get a candle that actually opens up below the 80-bar VWAPs so that the 80-bar VWAP doesn't act as a wall to our price movement. Now you got price finally coming down right here, okay? We definitely want to see the predictor come down if we're going to take any downside in price. And it's up. And it just came down right there.
Order
I don't know if
filled.
you guys could see it, but it's right below the zero line, right smack right there. And that is right there, guys, okay? So the moment this actually goes above the zero line, I will take that trade off. And that seems to be it right there. Let's see if there's any movement in that bar before I take it off. A little bit of interbar oscillation. Yep.
Order filled.
Another $645 clip. You are also here at the base VWAP, okay, guys? And this, whenever you're here at the base VWAP, this actually looks like a setup
Order
to
filled.
potentially go long right here, and I'll tell you why. You've got the predictor above the zero line, and you've got inflection right here with price going up. And these are all cyclic trades. You know, you could actually make the predictor a lot more responsive, you know, to suit your specific trading style. I've got it set right now to 18. That's just my trading style. All right, this bad boy just came down right here, and you've got this right there, right at the cusp, okay, of potentially going up. So I'll wait for the second rotation and get out of that trade, and that's it.
Order filled.
Bingo, okay? You are done right there. You're also at the top of the 15-bar VWAP, so let's just see what happens right now, okay? There you go. That's exactly what happens, okay? All right, guys. And there you have it. That's PredictMO for you. Okay.
Wow, did you see that? That's what you call precision.
Let me go ahead and open it up a little bit right here for you guys to have a better view of all the trades that PredictMO took today, right there, okay? From the open all the way till about, I don't know, 11:45 right there. Now, if you guys have been on the sidelines watching our tools, you know, all this time, just hoping for a sign, this is it right here, guys. This tool is available only to our bundle members. The price already went up, and if you're ready, and if you're already in, you're grandfathered in. You know, congratulations. That's fantastic. For everyone else, this is your moment. And we're giving you the 7-day free trial. You get full access, you get PredictMO, you get the inside track to turn uncertainty into confidence, okay? And don't overthink it, guys. Just click the link in the bio, get in, and let's go.